What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about 3 stocks that have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze this upcoming week. So I'm going to break those down for you and go over everything you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So when it comes down to this upcoming week, there is a lot of big economic data points coming out that could cause a little bit more of a tentative rally within the broader economy. One of which is CPI. And CPI, I don't think I need to explain that to you guys because in reality, that's been the hot topic for the last year. So inflation. So in reality, if that's positive, then the market will go very much up. And there is also PPI on Thursday. And then on Friday is retail sales. And surprisingly enough, retail sales is going to be a big one this week because the forecast is set to be negative. And as I've said in the past, this is a very good indication, or one of many good indications of what consumers are doing. So if consumers are still out there spending money, then a lot of those stocks that is very much linked to consumers and spending habits and so forth are just going to go up. So of course, a lot of these are going to cause potentially shorts to exit their position and hopefully prompt a squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that, but when it comes down to the 3 stocks, it's not in any particular order, so just be aware of that. The first one I want to talk on is Upstart Holdings, ticker is UPST. So just on Thursday, up 1%, year to date, roughly around 32%, and it is a very good indication of a growth stock because it is down more than 70% over the last year, so it's down 82%. Upstart, for the most part, is a fintech kind of company. So in general, it's just been hit even worse, especially with what's been happening with, for instance, a lot of the regional banks. But the fundamentals behind the scenes for shorting purposes, that's what made it get to this list right here. So short score is currently 88. The percentage of the free float that is on loan is roughly around 44%, but yet the short interest is almost 40%. So that's very high. Utilization is 100%. And since the market was closed on Friday, it doesn't really have any of these cost to borrows. So what you can do is look at, for instance, Interactive Brokers, and they are charging 107.27%. So that is relatively high. With 40% short interest and this amount of cost to borrow, has 2 of the many indicators that you need for a squeeze. Of course, the other ones are utilization, which this one was at 100%, and you need a very good catalyst. So like I've said in the past, this could definitely be a very big one. So retail sales will really influence, for instance, Upstart and potentially cause a squeeze, though that could be that surprise catalyst. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, but it is also on the threshold list, but I think at this stage in the game, that usually doesn't really mean anything. So of course, I think it is what it is. Moving on from that, AMC. So I think AMC has been on and off this list periodically based on the fundamentals and so forth. But just based on Thursday, it was up 21%. And it looks like year to date, up 25%. And over the last year, 73%. So like I said, above that 70% mark. So definitely very good indication of a growth stock. And over and above that, though, you do have the short score 89, utilization, of course, 100%. And currently, as you see right here, 25% of the free float's being shorted. And when it comes down to all 3 of these stocks, there's obviously naked shorting, and that can't really be seen through this as well. So just be aware of that. But 129.69 million shares overall being shorted. And based on yesterday through Interactive Brokers, it looks like 390.03% is the cost to borrow. So that is extremely high. So again, based on the fundamentals, and of course, if this data point or any of these are very positive, then the stocks in theory can easily trend up from here. But like I said, I believe even last week, AMC was on this list. So over the last 5 days, it looks like it is down roughly around 0.61%. So it had that tentative kind of scary sell-off right here, but it kind of recovered a little bit. So again, positive stuff. And when it comes down to the last one, it's a new one. So Compass Pathways, CMPS. So over the last year, it is down almost 16%. So definitely not a telltale sign of a growth stock, like I said. But over and above that, year to date, it is up 36%. And just based on Thursday, up roughly around 4.5%. But it's the fundamentals that make Compass on this list. So currently, it has a 33% short interest, which is the percentage of the free float. 4.45 million shares overall being shorted, and the cost to borrow is around 60%. So behind the scenes, this one does have a lot of good opportunity for a squeeze, because this one is very much linked to, like I said, consumers. So Friday is going to be a very big day for all three of these stocks in reality, as well, not to disregard CPI, because CPI, if positive, then this is going to give the market a very broad rally as well. So let me know your thoughts on all of that. And when it comes down to CMPS, the short score is currently 96, utilization is at 90 or 89%, give or take around that, and 29% of the free float's being shorted. So it's because of the short interest, and the percentage on loan is what gets Compass or CMPS on this list. So of course, I think behind the scenes, there's a lot of good opportunity for a lot of growth stocks outside of these three to have a fairly good rally. So let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. And like I said, this is a weekly video, so I do this every Sunday, Saturday, something like that. But let me know if you want a little bit more additional context. Do you want me to do in-depth technical analysis, for instance, on these stocks? So for instance, Upstart, AMC. Do you want a little bit more deeper dive into that? Do you want these to be an hour-long video? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And so one final thing I just wanted to share with you, I do have a very good promo with Moomoo, link in the description below and also the comments. Just sign up for a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, plus you do get free level 2 data and $0 commission. So kind of take advantage of this. It's a no-brainer in reality, so link in the description below and also the comments. And plus, if you do want to throw $100 at the account, you do get a total of 5 free stocks. So kind of a no-brainer, like I said. So link in the description below and or the comments. So without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on any of these stocks.